Las Vegas can be fun. The strip, the lights, the action, the gambling, the winning, but well, it can also get repetitive and boring, which is why when you're in Las Vegas, you gotta switch it up. And on this episode, I have the perfect road trip for you. Let's go see the Grand Canyon West. Welcome to our Las Vegas series where we are covering fun things to see and do in and around the Las Vegas area. If you like what you see, check out our playlist, click and subscribe. Did you know that there are 2 Grand Canyon parks, and this one, Grand Canyon West, can be found in Peach Springs, Arizona at the Hualapai Nation, an Indigenous reservation, and about a 2.5-hour drive from Las Vegas. Super easy. So not only do you get to see one of America's greatest national treasures, but you can also immerse yourself in a thriving Indigenous community. There's so many surprises in this adventure that I think it's gonna make you wanna also do it. Check it out. Here's what I was not expecting. One jaw-dropping desert vista after another. I was only 20 minutes out of Las Vegas and I found myself constantly stopping to admire the otherworldly beauty of the desert landscape. It was unbelievable, off the charts. The browns, the taupes of the mountaintops, the dramatic Joshua trees reaching out against the dramatic blue sky. It made the journey feel like a dreamscape. Prepare yourself because the road trip itself takes about 2.5 hours, but you're gonna need to add an extra hour or so for all the photo stops you're gonna wanna make. And trust me, you're gonna wanna make them because you're never going to experience a desert landscape quite like this again. And all those photos will make future you especially grateful for taking them. Trust me on this, especially on those snowy, gray, cold February days. Trust in that. I just had a whole rant and I didn't realize I wasn't recording it. I'm in Arizona right now, and this is the second gas station I've been to in search of sunscreen. Arizona, how is it that you live on one of the brightest places on earth and you don't sell sunscreen? Not all of us want to be 19 and look 52. We need protection. Yeah, we need protection. I do have to say though, these gas stop stations are huge. They're like general stores. They're massive. But the people here, oh Lord, the people here are redneck, and I just realized they are not appreciating my shirt. They are looking at me like I have 10 heads. Y'all, I found sunscreen and I found this hat because it is no joke out here. I'm telling you, this sun, there's something extra in this sunshine. I found this hat. But you want to know, you want to see the funny thing about the sunscreen? It's only 30. The sunscreen SPF is only 30. Y'all need 300 out here. You don't need 30, 300. Yeah, I gotta go because people are looking at me. I'm so glad I got this hat too, because I'm not gonna fry. Not today. Not today, Satan. Not today. Finally, we get there. After many, and I mean many detours of photo taking and sunscreen hunting, we finally made it to the Hualapai Nation. One thing you might be wondering is how you get to the actual park. First, you have to drive to the parking lot. So you're gonna follow the same road that led you to the reservation's entrance. And then from there, once you get to that parking lot, you're gonna take a shuttle bus, which drops you off at the various location points for visitors. The shuttle bus is really the only way to get around, which is fine as there's only a few points of interest you'll be able to experience. There are 3 main areas where you can walk and explore. The first is Eagle Point, which is where the famous Skywalk bridge is located. And the second is Guano Point, that has stunning views, trails, and an abandoned mine that you can explore. And the third area is Hualapai Point for those who are staying overnight in their guest cabins. That location also has zip lining and quartermaster trails if you're going to do the more involved stuff at the Hualapai reservation. I only had time for Eagle Point and Guano Point, so that's what this video is going to show you. The place where you can walk on glass to see the Grand Canyon is known as Skywalk at Eagle Point. It's the horseshoe-shaped bridge that extends about 70 feet over the rim of the Grand Canyon, and it allows you to see directly down 4,000 feet to the river below. So this is clearly not for someone who has a fear of heights. You will definitely feel yourself out there as you're walking and admiring the views. It's really stunning. There's also a small museum located in the building that houses Skywalk and a gift shop as well. I appreciated learning about the construction and engineering of the bridge with some abbreviated history. I also appreciated the gift shop where you can buy locally made Indigenous craft. I was able to buy 2 beaded belts that I absolutely love. While I marveled at the engineering and architecture of the bridge and of course the stunning views, I also found Skybridge to be overrun with just too many people enjoying it at once. The crowds essentially negated whatever benefit it offered. You know, I paid around $85 after taxes for the grand package, which allows you access on the bridge among the general access areas that are open to all visitors. In my opinion, I don't think you need to buy access to the bridge. And while it's beautiful and interesting, there are so many different vantage points at Eagle Point, as well as Guano Point, that you can enjoy. Truly scenic visions they're everywhere. You don't necessarily need the bridge to get them. There's also a great pathway at Eagle Point where if you wanted to learn more about Indigenous dwellings as well as the Hualapai history, those areas are also open and available as an access point for general visitation, so you can really enjoy that as well. I loved studying the Indigenous dwellings, learning how these folks survived this intense and brutal heat. This is such a great spot, and they have a tribal center, a cultural center, and I walked in there and an elder Hualapai woman, she guided me along the murals and told me the story, the origin story of the Hualapai people, and it was beautiful. It was just so wonderful to connect with an elder from this community who shared with me her insights and how wonderful it is to have this reservation be what it can be, showcasing the beauty and the natural wonder that the Hualapai people have been guardians of, and the fact that they're able to make a prosperous business which doesn't have to involve gambling or alcohol or any of that kind of stuff is really a big deal for this community, and it's just wonderful to be able to support it. The prices are expensive, like, $30 for a cheeseburger, but you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it because God knows the Hualapai people have been through hell and back. If you look at that mural, they were given some raw deals, and it's just nice to see them rising. It makes me happy. It makes me happy to be part of this energy, and that hopefully the Hualapai people will be here for another 1,000 years, showing the world what we can create if we just take care of our land and we treat it with respect and we honor it. It can remain beautiful for so many generations to see. I'm going to show you something really cool. You have this complicated society of ravens. I don't know if you can see them, but they're all on the roofs. And they're kind to each other. What is a group of ravens called? I think it's called a murder. You have this murder where they have all these rules. This woman is feeding them, and you have ravens from afar calling to them, and then the ravens on the ground don't eat. It's like the one who's perched on top is telling
the ones on the ground, which ones are allowed to eat and which ones can't. It's a crazy hierarchy. But it's right there, it's those two. They're all like calling each other. It's wild. Those two look like they're the ones in charge. It's wild. And then you have all of those on the table. I'm really sorry, I can't see anything on the viewing screen because it's so shiny here. But yeah, they have these ravens. Wild. They're such intelligent animals. And they're huge, much larger than you think. Your boy made it to Guano Point, and I'm so glad I did. I'm exhausted, but suddenly I'm revived because this is what I get to see. Look at that. There's a huge trail that just leads all the way down. Let's go check it out. You are right at the edge of the canyon here at Guano Point. There's no fence, there's no safety rails. Darwin nominees are not going to survive. It's really beautiful, but the sun is very, very intense, and you can really feel it. I am so grateful for this hat because it is shielding me in so many important ways. My tattoo, though, is getting scorched. Yeah, this is gorgeous. This is just so beautiful. The sky, the canyons, and then can you see the river? I hope the river's in here. That green river snaking through. There's a metal structure there. That's where they used to mine for guano. But I guess I stopped, thank God, because this is just too pretty to enjoy. It's just so incredible. God, it's so incredible. It's just, I'm speechless. I grew up in this, and I never saw this as beautiful when I was living here when I was a kid. I just saw it as normal every day. But now that I'm living in the Northeast, I've been living in the Northeast the longest of my life. I look at this and I see it with such different eyes. I'm so grateful that I can, as an adult, come back to the Southwest and see this incredible beauty that's here. It's really, really beautiful. It's stunning, it's staggering. It reminds me so much of where I grew up specifically, and in El Paso and southern New Mexico. I cannot believe that I am here. This is exactly what I needed, but didn't know I actually needed. This has been such an incredible experience and day of just the scenic drive from Las Vegas to here, to Peach Springs, Arizona, Grand Canyon West with the Hualapai people. This mind-numbingly beautiful nature. I mean, this is better than Prozac. This is better than lorazepam. It's just incredible. I mean, I can't stop taking pictures and taking video every 2 minutes because I'm just, oh my God, having these incredible moments of just awe